Hello, how's it going? It's me again. So today was pretty good. I went out with my mom and I had a McDonald's, and that was fun. Then before I went back home, I got myself a $20 card, put my some money in my account. Got a brand new video game for my PlayStation Vita, which is, as you can see, it's charging up right now. But I'm gonna get to the point of this one and make this video short. I've been recently playing. Sorry. So for I've been recently playing Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 for the Vita, the old classic ones. And there's only a few problems in the game that I don't like. Excuse me. And there's only a few problems I don't like. Like in the old one, you could only carry up to 10 items. And that kind of bothers me because most of the game is basically most of the game is basically just puzzles in the game which you have to solve before you can move on. And there's certain items in the game you need and certain items you don't need. But when you can only carry 10 items in your pack, that's the thing that bothers me. Which I'm glad they got rid of in the new versions of Resident Evil. Like last year, I just played and finished Resident Evil Revelations 2. That was great. Now again, you can carry only 10 items in the new version, but in the new version, at least you can swap out and mix and match, and you can give whatever you don't need to your opponent. And it's a two-player game, but you have to use both players at the same, almost at the same time, and switch out and figure out which character you're going to use. It's a real great game. The graphics are better, the zombies are more detailed. It's not pixelated like the original ones are. And I'm playing this game, and I must have been playing for about an hour, realizing I don't have that key to open this door. And it basically, all it is basically in the first few Resident Evil games is a few zombies, a few zombie dogs, and you're basically doing puzzles in the entire game of the old school Resident Evil game. In the old school Resident Evil games. Sorry, so far right there. I apologize. As you can see, I'm making a cup of tea behind me, so I'm gonna have that later on. I'm gonna get this video short. So, here's the good news. I just beat a game today, but the bad news is I've forgotten what the name of the game was called. And the big twist is, when the good guy killed the villain in the end, he realized that he killed the last of his kind. And the villain wasn't a bad guy, he was hypnotized to think he was a bad guy, but really he was a good guy all along. And he wanted the dam to break so that we can have fresh water. That was the bad guy's plan all along. Even though he wanted to rule the area, it was only his mind that he was bad. In reality, he was actually a good guy. And he was upset that he killed the last one of them, because now he too was the last, not person, but the last creature on that planet. I don't know what he was, I couldn't really tell. Perhaps some sort of centaur or something. The game makes absolutely no sense. The game's a great game, don't get me wrong. It's a great game. It's about an alien, Western alien hunter. And he goes around catching these bad guys. Or if they can't be caught, he has to kill them and bring them in either way. With the bounty on their heads. And he gets paid to do it. And halfway through the story, people realize what he is. And they shoot and boot him out of his town. And he was working in the town for about, which seems like 3 days in the game. And after everything he did for them, they hate him for it. That makes no sense to me, that bothered me. And then all of a sudden he gets his weapons back and he's joined another group. But this time he's not making money off of it, he's taking the bad guys' ammunition and using it against them. And that was the most hardest game I could play for $14.99. Good deal on the PlayStation Store, by the way. So, What I like about Resident Evil, good game, good graphics, great story. I the things I hear about the game is the dialogue's crappy, like really crappy, dumb dialogue that doesn't make any sense. When the characters talk and interact, it's like you have no idea what they're talking about because they're completely lost in the game. And even the jokes is like puns and everything like that. I also hate that you can only carry 10 items in the bag, so you have to basically A, waste your ammo, or B, waste your health before you can actually get the item. And 3, I hate the Nemesis character. He just won't die. He's been blown up, thrown off a bridge, blown up again. He's been shot many times with a machine gun and finally shot with a rocket launcher. I'm telling you, this Nemesis creature just won't die, and that's the one thing I hate about Resident Evil 3, the Nemesis. It just will not die. It doesn't matter how many times you kill him, he cannot die, and it's annoying. When he finds you and kills you, you have to go back to the last save point you were at before. You don't get checkpoints, not like the new one. If you die, you go back to the last checkpoint. You go back to the left place where you saved that, and that bothers me about the original Resident Evil games so much. I'm kind of caught on to the story, but there've been so many Resident Evil games, you kind of lose count of where you are. You know what I mean? At that point, you get to the point you're like, oh, enough's enough. Resident Evil is a good game, but when you make too many sequels, it bothers the hell out of me when it happens. So that's why I'm going to give the Resident Evil games, all of them, in total, B pluses. Now, I haven't played all of them, but I'm giving all of the Resident Evil games I played with before that B pluses, except for Resident Evil Revelations. That gets a smack on an A because it's a good game with a good story and a great twist at the end. And I'm not going to talk about the twist is because you might have not played the game, but it's got a good twist in the ending, and I liked every minute of it. Hands down, for me, my opinion, Resident Evil Revelations 2 is one of my favorite Resident Evil video games. So I want to know in the comments down below, what's your favorite Resident Evil, only Resident Evil zombie game, not zombie games, but Resident Evil series entirely. That's what I want to know. So yeah, today's was a good day. I went out, I had a good time, and I'm trying to make my videos shorter, but I will eventually, when I can and figure out how to, I will make gameplay when I can. As I always say to you, this is me talking to you, the viewers. Peace. I'm out.